John Paul II says life with Christ is a wonderful adventure, and serving with Catholic Youth Summer Camp is part of the life with Christ, and it's a wonderful adventure. We want to invite you this summer to consider being a full-time missionary or a volunteer with Catholic Youth Summer Camp. You know, John Paul II also, he said, the man only fully discovers himself through a sincere gift of self. That when we give ourselves completely to others and we forget about ourselves, we actually discover who God has created us to be. So this summer, we want to encourage you to live a life that changes lives. We want you to live a life for the sake of others, and in doing that, you're going to discover more fully who God has created you to be. And joining our missionary team, you're going to experience 8 weeks on mission with other young people who are on fire with their Catholic faith. And in that, you're going to grow more than you've ever grown. So you can serve at Catholic Youth Summer Camp in a variety of ways. We have 2 different volunteer opportunities and 2 different full-time missionary opportunities. So let's start with the full-time missionaries. We have full-time programming staff and a full-time counseling staff. What's kind of the difference between the two? A program staff missionary really is invested in evangelization and making the environment that ministers to young people. Whereas the counselors are focused on creating small intentional discipleship groups and really helping the campers encounter Jesus Christ in a relational way. So program staff members, when they wake up in the morning, they're at breakfast, they're engaging with all the different campers, they're leading prayer lab where we teach campers how to pray. And when we get to the point of the activities, our full-time program staff members are really leading the activities, leading the paintball course, or leading the zip line, leading the high ropes course, leading the rock climbing wall. They're helping to facilitate that leadership from an upfront perspective. In the evening, our program staff members are leading our ministry as well. So you'll be leading the funny skits or drama ministry, music ministry, helping with talks and catechesis, leading men's and women's session. So really, the program staff members are upfront leaders, and they're comfortable relating to a lot of different campers in a relational way and leading people in encounter with Jesus Christ. Our full-time counseling staff, you guys are focused on relationships. You're focused on 8 or 9 campers, and all week long you're building a relationship with those campers. You're making sure that every single kid is seen and heard, that they have someone who's caring for them, loving them, and discovering them. Right? So our counseling staff focuses on your campers. You're breaking down the barriers that your campers may have towards a relationship with Jesus. You're helping to break down the barriers that your group has so that they form one solid, cohesive group that's open to sharing their faith with one another. During the day, you would participate in all the same activities. You'd go with your group to the activities. You would be playing paintball side by side with your kids. But then in the evening, you're leading a small group with them where you're helping them discuss the content of our faith and really breaking it open so that they can discover Jesus Christ in a powerful way. So no matter who you are or how you serve, it's a beautiful mission. We ask a few things from our full-time missionaries. We ask, number 1, that you be a graduate of high school. Secondly, we ask that you be a disciple of Jesus Christ so that you have an active prayer life, you have an active sacramental life, and you're hungry for growth and formation. Thirdly, all of our full-time missionaries, you have free room and board, and you get $200 a week for your service. Finally, all of our missionaries are asked to partner with us in raising a missionary sponsorship. So what does that look like? Why do we have you raise funds? We want you to see your work with Catholic Youth Summer Camp not as a summer job, but as a summer mission. And as a missionary, if you were to go to a third world country, you would raise funds from your church community or from your family and friends so that people could actually participate in your mission work with you through giving. And that's exactly what we're asking you to do, to go to your family and your friends, maybe some members of your church, and to ask them to participate in the work that you're going to accomplish this summer, to be evangelists with you, to help awaken faith in the thousands of young people you'll work with. So we asked for a $2,000 sponsorship goal, which means going to about 20 people and asking for $100 each. And throughout the course of the summer, you'll keep them updated on what you've been doing. We really want to help you succeed in this. Why? Because if you succeed, we're able to succeed more, right? The more effective we are in broadening our mission, the more people that we're able to touch. And so we'll give you resources and tools and help as you raise your money. If you can't serve as a full-time missionary with CYSC, there's 2 ways to serve as a volunteer for Catholic Youth Summer Camp. First, if you're a volunteer counselor, or secondly, if you're a volunteer work crew member. So what does a volunteer counselor do? They do the same thing that a full-time counselor does, but they only do it for a week or 2. And so if you can't serve the whole summer as a counselor, you can serve for a week or 2, and you're working in a small group environment with these campers, and you're helping transform their lives. What does a work crew member do? A work crew member is a really cool opportunity. We've never had this before. So now that we own our own campsite, as a work crew member, you grow in service leadership, right? So what you'll be doing is throughout the day, you'll be creating an environment that helps evangelize young people. And you'll do that through maintaining the facilities and prepping the behind-the-scenes work. So our work crew members, you may spend a holy hour doing intercession for the campers, or you may spend some time in manual labor working on landscaping or cleaning cabins, or you may be in the kitchen and serving alongside our kitchen staff and really helping to create the meals that will serve campers. And so we want you to see this as an opportunity to grow in service leadership. Our volunteers have a unique opportunity in that you don't have to be a graduate of high school, but you can be an incoming senior in high school. So if you're still too young to apply to be a full-time missionary, but you want to be involved in the work of Catholic Youth Summer Camp and you're an incoming senior, feel free to apply to be a volunteer counselor or one of our volunteer work crew members. Everyone, I'm so excited that you've considered serving with Catholic Youth Summer Camp. It's an honor to serve side by side with you in the vineyard of the Lord. Over and over again, we hear from campers that it's the community of counselors and staff members that really speaks to their heart, and they look to you and they say, wow, I want what you have. And so you're going to be a great witness to so many young people this year. If you want more information about the different roles, you can look below on the website. There's also information about all the different interview times and application deadlines and training dates. So be sure to check those dates before applying as well. Thanks so much. We can't wait to live a life that changes lives with you this summer. God bless.